Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Okay, so how do you handle basic living expenses during student loan repayment? That is our show for today. Can't wait to get started. Welcome. If you've recently graduated college, maybe gotten a full-time job, congratulations. You're going to start entering the repayment phase of your student loans very soon. Even though payments on many student loans were paused during the COVID-19 pandemic, it's wise to make sure that you're ready for when they eventually unpause. Hopefully, you were able to minimize your use of student loans for living expenses while you were in college. So now it's time to take a look at how to handle your living expenses as you start to repay those loans. The good news is that there are plenty of options to fit your student loan payments into your ongoing budget. The important part is to make sure that you are proactive and reasonable about how you're going to handle your basic living expenses during your student loan repayment time. Incorporating student loan repayment right into your budget. That's the first thing that we're going to talk about. And the first thing you're going to want to do as you start to repay your loans is incorporate them into your monthly budget. If you don't have a budget yet, make it a goal to create a budget and just stick to it. While the word, budget has a negative connotation with a lot of people, a budget is actually only just a tool to help you save money on things that aren't important to you so that you still have money left for things that are important. There are many different ways to create a budget, but the simplest budget is just a tally of your income and your expenses, usually on a monthly basis. Make sure that your student loan repayment amount is included in your budget and adjust as needed. It's important to note that besides crunching your spreadsheet, you need to also figure out the reason why you want a budget. Without your emotional buy-in, it's going to be very hard, if not impossible, to stick to your budget over time. Okay, so here's how to lower your loan payment. If you have a higher student loan balance than your annual salary, there are still a few options that you might be able to take advantage of. There are legal ways to lower your student loan payment amount, and a lot of them are available to many borrowers, could be available to you. Federal student loan borrowers have income-based repayment strategies like extended repayment, graduated repayment, and income-based plans. Borrowers with private student loans don't have as many options, but refinancing your student loans also may help lower your monthly payments. Here are a few ways to save on other big expenses. If you've been working with your budget for a few months now and you're finding it a little bit tighter than you want, it might be time to take a more detailed look. You might find that there are a few things that you considered must-haves when you first made a budget that you might be able to cut now. Creating a budget is not meant to be a one-time set it and forget it. Instead, it's something that you should change as you go through life. It's just normal. Besides just cutting things out of the budget, we have a list of 15 ways to save more money each month. This includes things like eliminating bank fees, using credit card rewards judiciously, getting organized, and other tricks that you might be able to use to help stay within your budget. Make sure you check out that list to see if there's anything in there that might be able to help. Increasing your income. Yes, of course, start by cutting some expenses, but you can also focus on increasing your income. Of course, one of the best ways to increase your total income is to maximize your earnings from your full-time job, but that's not the only way to increase your income. You might consider investing in yourself by becoming an entrepreneur. You can also take advantage of a variety of side hustles to bring in additional income. Lots of people start the side hustle and then become full-time with it. I'm one of those people. The great thing that comes with increasing your income when you already have a budget is that you know exactly where that extra income can be best used. What not to do during student loan repayment. Following the advice today can give you a big leg up on handling your regular living expenses while also making your loan payments on time. The one thing that you'll want to make sure to not do is ignore your student loan payments or the impact that they might have on your monthly budget. Sticking your head in the sand is likely to lead to an undesirable financial situation. It is certainly the case that many graduates get their college degree, find themselves in a position where their student loan debt they owe feels a little bit overwhelming. If that describes your situation, don't despair. And don't ignore the problem. Instead, talk to your friends, family, trusted advisors, and make a plan. This could include looking for ways to increase your income, cut your expenses, modify or refinance your existing debt, or all of the above. Here's the bottom line. Adding a student loan repayment to your monthly budget may make things a little tight right now, especially if your monthly budget was already tight. But the same budgeting concepts that set you up for financial success still apply. Chart and track your income and expenses, and remember that a budget is a marathon, not a sprint. Involve your friends and family in your journey to pay off debt, and you'll find yourself there in no time. That is our quick hidden show for today. I hope it was helpful. If you want to dive deeper, we have tons and tons of links because we talked about income-driven repayment plans, and we talked about lots of other things, side hustles, becoming an entrepreneur, paying off debt. We have links to more articles and more information for you that can be really helpful in your journey at thecollegeinvestor.com. You can also follow us on social media too. We'd love to meet you and get to know you. thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks again. We'll talk to you again real soon.